How's it going, folks? Welcome to the football portion of this week's Misunderstood Evil Genius Show. Pepper's Picks, and this week we're starting off with the Thursday game of Indianapolis versus Jacksonville. Indianapolis is going to go ahead and keep riding that rookie wave with Andrew Luck at QB. Jacksonville is going to show up and try and actually look like an NFL team. Good luck with that. Indianapolis on the road. Next up, we have New York Giants on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, I'm always ride with my Bengals, and I have absolutely no business taking them this week. But Victor Cruz got broke off last week. He got broke off legally. It was dirty. Shouldn't have called the flag. There was no hit to the head. It was just a chop to the ribs. Sorry, homie. Get some new ribs. Also, Eli Manning looked like the old Eli Manning in the regular season that we all used to. Yeah, like 125 yards and an interception. Yeah, we remember those days before your head got all blowed up. Yeah, I have no business picking Cincinnati in this game, and they have no business winning. But Ohio, Hamilton County, Nasty Natty, they put it on for Obama this week, and they're going to put it on the Giants this weekend. I put on for my city, ride or die. Next up, we have Tennessee versus Miami. Tennessee got embarrassed at home last week. It was sad. Now they're going to go on the road and lose to a team that has no business being 500. Last week, the owner was ready to go in and fire all the coaches, but kind of like us, he couldn't remember any of their names. Miami at home. Detroit on the road against Minnesota. This is this week's, I can't call it game. Megatron is my homeboy. But AP is in full beast mode. Gonna have to take Minnesota at home, even though the quarterback is kind of garbage right now. Buffalo is on the road this week against New England, and Kansas City is on the road against Pittsburgh. For the second week in a row, we have a tie, and we don't really need to discuss that game award. New England is coming off their European vacation against the Rams, virtually into another bye week against the Bills. Meanwhile, Romeo Crennel handed over his keys to the Kansas City defense this week. By the end of the season, he's going to be needing to hand over his keys to his office. Pittsburgh big. Atlanta versus New Orleans. This is this week's Admiral Akbar game. It's a trap! This one should be a close one. New Orleans is almost getting it together. But more importantly, Atlanta is due for a loss. Atlanta is undefeated. They're going up against a division rival, and they're on the road. All that together spells trap. San Diego is on the road against Tampa Bay. Now, I already don't trust San Diego for shit. But after Tampa Bay's running back went all Hiroshima on the Raiders last week, I really don't trust him. The muscle gerbil or muscle hamster, whatever they call that dude, he left the Raiders defense standing there like a Japanese lady with no arms and one titty falling off from radiation poisoning. Tampa Bay at home. Denver versus Carolina. I'm taking Denver on the road not because of Peyton Manning this week, but because of their coach, John Fox. John Fox used to coach in Carolina. He knows the personnel and he knows their plays. Same reason why John Gruden has a Super Bowl ring. Carolina on the road. Oakland versus Baltimore. Now, in all likelihood, Baltimore should handle this game without any problems. But there are two problems. One, Baltimore has been playing down to their opponents all season. They should have beat the Cowboys by 58. Two, the Raiders have this uncanny ability to beat teams that they shouldn't beat and lose the teams that they shouldn't lose to. So they can easily go on the road and shock Baltimore, just as Pittsburgh earlier this season. Having said all that, I'm still going to take B More at home in this game. It's going to be closer than everybody thinks though. Jets versus Seattle is this week's Do I Have to Watch the Whole Damn Game Bowl? Brought to you by Fox News election coverage and anything that they've ever shown on the Lifetime Network. Unless you have AP, Seattle's defense is vicious at home. I don't care how many jump passes Tim Tebow throws, there's going to be 4 turnovers between him and Mark Sanchez. All that together spells loss. Dallas versus Philly. This is this week's Underachiever Bowl, brought to you by Lolo Jones and the Boston Red Sox. I'm going to take Philly just cuz. I'm going to take Philly. St. Louis versus San Francisco. St. Louis left most of their heart in the UK when they played New England. Patrick Willis is going to take the rest of their heart this week when they play San Francisco. Sorry, Rams. And in the Sunday night game, we finally have a real playoff game in the middle of the season. Houston versus Chicago. Both teams are 7-1. Although Houston is having a great season, they've been kind of suspect against weak teams. Chicago has preyed upon any mistakes that anybody makes at any time. I'm going to take the Shy at home. Both quarterbacks are going to stink it up though. Thanks for coming out this week. This has been the Misunderstood Evil Genius Show. October was a great month. Now we into November. Thank you everybody for voting this week. I did my part for Obama. Y'all seen that video. We've elected a new black president who looks exactly like the old black president. So yay for doing it twice. Make sure you check out the Misunderstood Evil Genius Show every week on Evil Genius Network on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter at Original Evil Genius or on Facebook at Misunderstood Evil Genius. My full website will be up soon, but as for now, I'm out like a Tea Party supporter. Deuces!